Yo, hello Facebook. This is not going to be Facebook for too much longer. It's going to be a YouTube channel about topics that, people want to talk about, or people are thinking and they want somebody to say something. That person's going to be me. I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to ask the questions for you. Yep. But yes, so tonight I had posted that we were going to discuss keeping your man. Not just keeping your man, having a man to keep. And hopefully my special guest, my mother, hopefully she comes on. She said she was tired, so it will definitely be a part 2 if she does not come on. But if I see her pop up, we bringing mama on, baby. As you all know, she's hilarious and has been married to my father for 48 years, I believe. 49 years, which is a long time to be with one person. And she's only been with one person and he's only been with one person, which is each other. So, I feel like not only have I had a good example of seeing marriage and seeing a relationship, I've tried to walk in the footsteps of some of the tools and some of the morals and values that bring a solid relationship and a happy marriage. I have been married twice. This is my second and last marriage. And the first one was totally different. We won't get into that. But being that this marriage has been different, and hopefully one day my husband, man, will do this with me. And we've talked about it, but I feel like it's essential when you have, when you are married and you're happily married. Everybody's circumstance is different. And everybody may, everyone may have different views on what they think a solid relationship should look like and a solid marriage should look like. And, hello, Rhonda. Good evening. But some people have their different views. And a lot of people are lying. A lot of people are not happily married. A lot of people are not happy with the person that they chose to be with in their life and to share a lifetime with. People are not happy and people fake the funk. Hello, Yesha. Hello, Leilani. Hello. But what I want to share are nuggets and things that I feel like I've learned and that I feel like could help other women when it comes to having a solid relationship with a man, and having a successful marriage and what that looks like and how it should feel. I'm not perfect. Our marriage is not perfect. However, I feel like we have a unique marriage because I've seen a solid relationship with my parents, being married for almost 50 years, and just learning the do's and the don'ts of what makes a man happy. And one thing I think women need to understand is other women telling you how to treat a man is not the key to how to treat a man. The key to how to treat a man is to listen to a man because they know. And my father was very, very intentional and very honest about, as we grew up and got older, what men like, what men don't like, and what to do to keep a man and what to spark a man's interest, because he's a man. And I've seen him get treated like he needed to be treated to remain in a relationship with my mom. And so it was admiration. And, you know, no marriage is perfect, no relationship is perfect. But if you desire a spouse or desire companionship or desire to be married, um, what you, and for me to say, don't hang around single people aren't, that wouldn't be fair for me to say because at one point I was single. And you know, a single person could have been married and had a failed marriage or failed relationship and whatever. It doesn't mean that they are not worthy or can't be in a relationship. It means if you desire to be married and you desire to be in a committed relationship, you should probably take advice from someone who is doing that and probably surround yourself with different types of people that have had longer and successful relationships. Just because you have a long relationship does not mean that you're happy, they're happy, and it doesn't mean that it's good for you. When people are honest about their situation, I think it shows in your day-to-day life, for one thing, and we'll get to the good stuff. But I think it shows in your day-to-day life that in your own behavior, how you deal with other people, how you speak to other people, how you speak to your kids, how you know, move at your job, how you treat your coworkers, how you treat people around other people. It does reflect when you have a solid relationship versus not having a solid relationship, or a happiness versus not being happy. The way that you are, and people who are like me, who care about stuff like this, um, it says a lot about you when you say you're in a relationship, married, not married, or just in a relationship. Tonight we're going to talk about marriage because we're married here over here. I think you show more of a solid, you're more solid when you can actually demonstrate who you are consistently on your job, around people, at the gym, at school, around your kids. Because if you're unhappy, you can't make other people happy. You can't. It doesn't work that way. So this is what I would suggest. If you're single and you desire to be married, I would suggest three things. Get lost, meaning stop looking if you're a woman. Make a list of everything that you want, the pros and the cons of what you're looking for in a mate, the things you're willing to tolerate and the things you're not willing to tolerate. And everything you want from everything that you want in a mate, and be specific on this list and literally give it to God. Literally give it to God and be like, this is exactly, if you don't desire to be married and if you don't desire companionship, this conversation is not for you. But if you are the type of person who doesn't want to be alone, dislike being alone, and you desire companionship and desire love and desire to be married, if you're a woman, and especially if you are a Christian woman or a woman who lives fearfully in the Lord, then this conversation is for you. Because there are different types of people in the world. There are people who don't fear God, who don't live for God, who don't reverence God, and that's your business. I don't judge. Do you, boo? But over here, we're going to serve the Lord. So I'm speaking on my beliefs of what I would suggest a woman should do if you are a woman of God and you are looking for you desire companionship and you desire a spouse. Those three things are essential because, look, a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. It says nothing in the word of God about no woman proposing to no man, about no woman looking for a man. It just doesn't say that. If you don't get off this line talking about happy 53rd birthday, what are we talking about right now? 53? Who's 53? Hey, James. Hey, Lucinda. Wow, really? Where did you get 53 from? Baby, what are we doing right now? But what is that? Where did you get that from? Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted by Mr. Bradshaw saying happy 53rd birthday, where did you get that from? I am not 53. I am 47. Wait, I'm 40, 46. I'm 40. I just turned 46. What birth certificate? What birth certificate says that? I'm lost. Completely lost. Anyways, how rude. 53? No, but for real, if you desire a spouse, Mr. Bradshaw, make your list. You done forget your age. It's late and I'm tired, and my mom was supposed to come on here with me tonight, and she talking about she tired. And I said, well, I already said that I'm going to do this, and I want to do it to help y'all out. So back to what I was saying before Mr. Bradshaw rudely interrupted me with being 53. Whoa. I'm close to 50, but I'm not 50 yet. I am 46 is my age. 46 years old. But anyways, do those three things. Ladies, gentlemen, y'all need to start being honest with yourself, because the reason why women literally like get away from you is because you're not honest. And because when you are honest, it's brutal to the point where she's not comfortable for you're brutal at that moment. And for two, you have to get to know a woman before being like, I'm a realist. You can tell my breath stink on a first date and I'm be like, okay, thank you for telling me. But women are sensitive and they don't like gravitate to that. Hello, Richard. Hello. They don't gravitate to that. Women gravitate to kindness. But if you're looking for a wife, what I would suggest is to stop settling and to close doors that are open before trying to open up another one. That's the advice I would give to the men. To the women, I would suggest you stop looking and let a man find you and get lost. Give your list to the Lord and leave it there. And don't lay your standards by the riverside, because guess what happens? There is somebody for everybody out here in this world. They exist. Yes, they do. There are going to be the 20-80 people where you're not going to get 100%, but you'll get 80% of what you really want. But if you feel like you're not getting at least 80% of what you really want, do not settle, because that is not God's will for us. God's will for us is to be happy and to pray and have faith and not cease in what we want from him. And if you desire love and companionship, the word of God tells us, ask and it shall be given to us. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened up unto you, baby. But ladies, stop running after these men, and stop running after the married men. The married men are already taken. And you just might run into the wife, baby, and you don't want them problems. But, there's enough for everybody. You don't have to run after nobody's husband. You don't have to run after nobody's wife. There is somebody for you out here. But you have to, if you're desiring companionship, people think they can take somebody else's spouse. For one, there is nowhere in the world, in the word of God, that says that. It's not. I think there's a couple Bible stories that talked about a man lusting upon a woman's wife or something like that. I'm not a Bible scholar, but it's somewhere up in the word. But we got to stop doing that. Her husband is not your husband. It's not your blessing. His wife is not your wife. We got to stop doing that. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Natasha. Hello, Penny. We have to stop doing that. That's not your blessing. If you are preying up on somebody else's wife or husband, you are out of the will of God. That is not your blessing. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't be married to that person. Now, if they're in a toxic relationship and it is your blessing, God will make way for that. But do not pray for somebody else's husband or somebody else's man. That is not right. Hello, Mr. Ball, Pastor Ball, Bell, how you doing? That's not your blessing. That's not your blessing. But ladies, we got to learn to get lost. If you are single, get lost. Your husband will find you. Men, close those other doors so God can open the door for you. When you got eight different women that you testing out and you dating and you trying to see if she the one, God can't bless that. God will not send you your wife in that, because he will send you the one to close all the doors. Ladies, he is not going to send some man that is already married. That's not going to happen. That's not your blessing. He's not. So let's stop that first. Let's stop preying upon people's spouses, because you're out of the will of God for that. You just are. But I think, ladies, too, if you are looking for a spouse, let's prepare ourselves out here, baby. If you're preparing for a spouse, let's start preparing the right way. The first thing, how are you going out here looking, sis? What do you got on? What are we doing, ladies? Ladies first. We're doing ladies first. And then I'll get to the men. Ladies, what do you have on? Let's start there. There is nothing in the word of God, again, that says lose yourself in yourself and look a mess. No, baby. Don't no man want to look at no mess. He don't. Don't no man want to look at no entire mess. Why isn't your hair combed? What is going on? It's okay to put a little lip gloss, a little Vaseline, but guess what, y'all? Look, there are some old school men who don't like all that, who don't like all the makeup and the fake lashes and all the, hey, Pastor Ball. There are men who don't like all that, right? Men like natural beauty. They do. They like natural beauty. When I dial up, my husband likes it for the moment. But then when I do the natural thing, he appreciates it. He appreciates it. But when I dial up, it gives him some other urgency to not keep his hands off of me. You see what I'm saying? You following me? Now look, ladies, if you're single and you're desiring a husband, your husband don't want you to be available to everybody else. Like a harlot. Is it? It say that in the Bible? Hey, Tyra. Okay. Look, you don't gotta be out here showing your goods to your husband doesn't want every man to see your goods. They just don't. I have assets that I'm very proud of, that I work hard for, right? I know when I should show them and I know when I shouldn't show them. Around my husband is when I should show them, right? Out into the world, yes, I dress modest. However, I have assets. So if you know what that means, I have a waistline. I have a flat stomach. I have hips, booty, boobs. I got that. I'm a fitness person. So I take very good care of my body because I like how I look in certain clothing. That's me personally. And I'm confident to say, guess what? I'm confident to say, if I wear certain things, I'm giving out the wrong image, even around my husband. And I say that if I wear a muumuu dress, my husband hates muumuu dresses. He doesn't find anything attractive about them. That means I have an attitude. There's something wrong. I'm in a bad mood. To him, he does not know how to respond to a muumuu dress because he appreciates my assets. My husband man does. Now, if I go out in the world and I got on a cute little mini skirt and I got on my high boots and I'm available to the world in that nature and everybody else can see it, but my husband sees me in a muumuu, but the world has appreciated his assets, Now I am accessible to the world. You see what I'm saying? It's about mindset, right? If I'm going to do this in front of the world, but not in front of my husband, something's wrong with that picture. So I'm going to look entire mess around my husband. But when I get up and go out into the world, I'm going to dial up to dime 25. But he over here like, well, yeah, I got a fine wife, but I don't see nothing. I'm just seeing a moo-moo dress. We got to stop that. Let's stop that. That's not going to get where you need to go, ladies. So I'm going to go back a little bit. Because we're talking about if you're trying to get there, you're trying to get the ring, you're trying to get married, look, and you're dating, and you know that this is the one, there are some things, hey, Niche, that you should be doing as a woman. The first thing, do not play wifey till you're the wifey. Do not do that, ladies. Do not do that. Because, and I'll tell you why, a man knows what he wants. And a man knows how to get what he wants. Women need to understand that a man would like to be the man. He would like to lead the way. But we giving him the meat for free. We giving him the milk for free. So he comfortable. Why would he change it? He not going to, sis. He not going to. That part is for the single ladies. You're welcome. Stop giving the milk for free, right? If he is not your husband, man, stop playing the wifey, sis. Like, literally. Literally. That's where we're going wrong. We doing stuff because we think we need to. No, you don't. You don't. You don't need to do that. But what you should do is present yourself. Present yourself in a way that you want this person to wife you. So he needs to see that you are willing to, how do I put it without sounding like it's the 50s? Help me out here, Tanisha. You know that. But Tyra, what's the 2 Timothy says for women, how we need to dress. Well, yes, Tyra, thank you for that. Modesty. It speaks about modesty, and keeping, the term would be keeping his eyes, like keeping him, what do you call it? Having something else to look for. Hello, Darren. Having more, like they want to have, what do you call it? When they want to, like, hey, Saviti, you want to, like, what's the term? What am I looking for? It's like they want to imagine you. Like, they don't want to see it all. They want to be able to, what's it called? Give them something to imagine. Like, if you show them everything up front, they have nothing to look forward to. But we just giving them milk for free. They don't got to do anything. You already slept with them. Let's make this clear, first of all. And I've always lived by this. If you really like somebody and you're really trying to go somewhere with it, sis, don't sleep with him. Don't sleep with him. Don't play those stupid games when you get married. You can't tell your husband no when you're married. No, baby, it doesn't work like that. You did that before you got married. Once you get married, you is all his. You are done. He gets to violate you inside, upside down, and inside out. You do not get to say no. That is a childish game, and that is for somebody else. That is not for your husband. Let's be very clear. Your husband is not acting out to where you're saying, no, I don't want to. I have a headache. I can't. Don't touch me. No. You don't do that to your husband, man. Your husband, man, has earned the right to sleep with his wife when he feels like it. Vice versa. A wife has earned the right to sleep with her husband when she wants to. That's one of the benefits of marriage. The bed is undefiled. And you are able to have access to that person when you are in the need. So all this, I ain't had sex with my wife in 6 months. What? I hear this very often. I haven't had sex with my wife in 3 months. What? 2 weeks is crazy to me. So when you're talking about not doing things with your spouse, but you out here loose booty in it with these randoms, come on now. How you gonna get a husband doing that? You're not. You're not. You're not. Oh, I slept with him because I thought he was the one. Did you? Was he? And then what? He gave you the uh-oh, bye-bye, didn't he? Yes, he did. And he's going to. That's what men do. Because you gave him nothing to work for. You gave him nothing to look forward to. You just gave up the goodies. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I did not sleep with my husband before we got married because I would be lying to you. I would be lying to you. But that's my business. But I'm not going to lie to y'all and say that that's how that went. No. Hey, cousin. And we all sin and fall short of his glory. Lord, forgive me. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. So I ain't even about to lie to y'all and say I did that. But I did make him wait. I did make him wait 90 days because I was looking for a husband. And I thought, you know what? My husband gets to wait for me. My husband gets to learn me before sleeping with me. You don't get to sleep with me and then learn me. What did I just walk into? I'm talking about being married, and if you're single and wanting to get married, and if you are married, we're going to get to the part of how to stay married. We're getting into it a little bit, but what I'm talking about is these single ladies out here wanting a husband, and they proposing to them. Are y'all seeing this? You got women proposing to men. Ladies, it is not that bad. We are not down that bad. No, we got to stop that. Get up off your knees, fool. Get up. Stop this foolishness. No. And that is exactly why these men are acting like women, because y'all are treating them like one. You're kneeling down, asking them to marry you. And the fool is saying, yeah, because he like, well, you can't get no better than that. Who's going to wear the pants in that relationship? That's already done. They need to, it's crazy. There is nothing around that's cute that makes me say, oh, sis, do what you got to do. No, baby, you's a fool. Get up off your knees. Get up off your knees. Ain't no man, no real man, gonna allow a woman to propose to him. They're not. And you should question every moment about him saying, I do. I'm sorry. I said it. Yeah. Because I can't be the only one thinking it. It's wrong. And it's not biblical. So ladies, get up off your knees. I will not come out before I get my... Hey, Bree. Hey, we gotta, and then condoning it. We're not speaking up against it. We're condoning it. That's foolishness. Ain't no woman got no business proposing to no man. That's foolishness. It's foolishness, and you're a fool for doing it. If women are out here doing it, tell that sister get up. Get up off your knees, girl. It can't be that bad. It cannot be that bad. I know it's bad out here because nowadays we got to wonder if it's a man. You know, men got to wonder if it's a woman. I get it. The world is coming to a whole, I don't know what's going on. It's all craziness, but I just thank God that I got away from it all before it got to this. Signs a lot of men of the women. That says a lot. Yeah, it does. It absolutely does say a lot about a man if you even allow a woman to go down on her knees and ask you to marry you. It's messed up. But this is what's wrong with the world. And this is where I get to the point of our place. And people don't like to hear this, but a woman has her place and a man has his place. And we're not talking about the 50s cooking and cleaning. That's another conversation. Next, what I'm talking about, the reason why we have lost respect for men, not me per se, why women have lost respect for men and men lost respect for women is because people do not know their place. We've stepped away from knowing our place when it comes to our roles in a relationship. Call me old school if you want to, but that's why my parents are still married, because they had roles. Yes, exactly. Ladies are competing with men and not wanting to stay in their lane. And then we're using these terms, ladies, such as I'm a boss chick. What? I'm sorry? And you know what men do when you say that? They get away from you. You're a boss chick. You don't need me. It's a turnoff. It's a turnoff to them because guess what? A man needs to feel like he has a place in your life. If you're a boss chick and got it figured out, honey, which I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being a successful woman. I'm a successful woman and I'm grateful to be a successful woman. However, I know when to turn down so my man can step in and be my head. If you do not understand that and you disagree with that, you do not need to get married. Divine order of the Bible. Yes. Yes. What's the divine order? Yep. It's God first, your husband, your wife, your kids. You forsake all others. God is the head, man, woman. What has happened with roles is, yes, women can go out here and make just as much money as a man. It's all right. We can be successful. We can make six figures. We can own our homes. We can raise our kids. We own dildos. It is what it is. I mean, we can do it all, right? I don't need nobody. Okay, do that. This is not for you then. This conversation is not for you. This conversation is for people who desire to be married. Desire to be married, I'm giving you the real. And it sucks right now in the world to be single. And I can speak on that because I was single before I was married. And I'm not talking about single and had 5 boyfriends. Single means I do not date anyone. I am not available to anyone. I am working on myself. I am raising my kids. I am working too many jobs. I am burnt out. I am single. I don't have the support that I needed. And I am on my own. I am single. Okay. And there are different types of single people. There are single parents. There are single ladies and there are single men. Now, if you are a single parent, but you get support and you get child support and you get help and you are not struggling, you are not a single parent. You are a single person. Let's be very clear. If you are getting help and you are getting support and you have help raising your kids, you are not a single parent. You are a single person. What you do outside of parenting makes you a single person, meaning not having a love person, a person that you share a love life with outside of your child. If you get help with that child, if you have support with that child, and you do great raising the child with the other parent, you're not a single parent. Single parenting means I get no help, no child support. I have no other support. It's just me and those kids. I don't even know who the father is, where the father is. You are then a single parent and you are a single person. But when you have help and you are not doing it by yourself, you're not a single parent. Single parenting, right? You have help. Do I still submit to my husband in all things? Let's talk about that. Yes, I do. And what I said in the beginning, and ask more. Let's dig deep. Let's go into it. Let's do it. Yes, when we'll get back to that part, but yes, submission. Let's get into submission. People hate that word. Let's talk about why people hate that word, because we feel like it takes away from our human happiness, from who we are within, who we're made to be. I'm 47 years old. I ain't got no business submit to nobody. Again, this conversation is not for you if you do not desire to be married. Okay? Submission comes with being married. A wife is to submit to her husband. A husband is to submit to his wife. However, a woman's role in submission, it's not my husband gets to control everything that I do. That is not submission. That is not, my best friend is a single mother of 7 and a grandmother of 2. I pray for her every day, but she hustles with those. Ooh, 7 kids. God bless her. Yes, I am submissive to my husband. And I had to learn, and I watched my mother in all these years that I've seen her be married to my father, what submission looks like. And I didn't always agree, but I get why it has to work. And the reason it has to work is because if we allow the man to be the head, he's earned that right to be the head and to be the king because he provides and because he lives a life conducive to Christ and knows how to lead a woman, then you earn the right for me to be submissive to you. And you're not leading me in damnation. You're not leading me in a form of ungodliness, nor are you leading me in a distress. You're not leading me somewhere where I'm going down in life. You're only taking me up. So you've earned the right for me to be submissive to you. What does that mean? Again, not control. It doesn't mean you control what another human being does. It means this is a form of submission. For one, if I'm a woman of God and I love my husband and I want to stay married to my husband, and it's not even the ask, and we'll get there. It's more so the natural desire to please him. The natural desire to please him. Okay? Yeah, exactly. And it's hard. And that's a good point. When you're a strong woman and you've experienced another failed relationship and you have to kind of start over in your head and your mind and learn to take down and even to humble yourself, or take the low role, submission shouldn't make you feel less than you are, nor make you feel like you are betraying who you've become as a strong woman or, a strong person. It's more so in the natural desire to please that person. And in the sight of God, it is the, I guess I have to say the Christian way, the godly way. And again, this is it gets deeper than just doing what a person says. It's in kindness. It's in your heart. It's naturally, I don't want to offend him because I respect him. So his ask isn't difficult for me to receive. And again, that comes in different shapes and forms. Example, if I'm leaving out of the house, and me and my husband have a very unique marriage because he doesn't require a lot from me when it comes to these types of things. The things I choose to do for him. He told me early on, you ain't got to cook for me every day. I can cook for myself. And then that changed 2 years later after because he was hungry, baby. So I said, baby, let me cook for you. It's okay. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is if you all are going out together even, and your husband feels like, you know what? I love what my babe has on. I love that she's sexy. I love that she can rock what she rocks. And other men are going to appreciate her too, because where we're going this might be a little too much. Let's tone it down a little bit, babe. As a woman of God, the only thing that I can naturally say to him is, okay, what would you like for me to wear? And I feel no type of way. I don't feel like he controlled me. I don't feel like he is asking too much. I don't feel like he needs an explanation for what he's saying because I have a natural desire to please him. Therefore, the submission part of it and me saying, okay, babe, what would you like for me to wear? Or should I wear jeans? Should I, wear a sweat? What would you like for me to wear? He's never going to set me off and have me look a mess. But if it's anything, even that carnal, my natural desire to please him is in my okay. Okay, babe, I can do that for you. If he says, babe, and this is a thing we do, can you crack my toes? And I'm like, sure, I can crack your toes. Can you massage my back? Sure. Can you, I'm hungry. Can you make me something to eat? Okay, babe, I can do that for you. Because guess what? I get to do it for you. I get to do that. That's my place. That's what I want to do for you because I have a natural desire to please you. My husband is asking me to do something. And yeah. Actual positive submission should be feel good. Yes. In me doing anything for my husband, I feel like, wow, I get to do this for him. This is who I get. this is my person. So I get to do that. That is where submission is. Submission is in the natural desire. It's not in the attitude of it. Oh, you get on my nerves. Can you do it yourself? Like, huh? Or you can't tell me what to wear. Or you ain't my daddy. You ain't my mom. Okay, let me make something very clear. There are different people in the world. Yes, there are some cuss outers. The cuss outers in any relationship, they don't care about any of this, what I'm saying. I'm talking about people who love God, who live for God, who live a righteous life, who are kind, and Christian women and men who really want to please God, and you're real about yours. You know, all that other stuff. I don't know nothing about that life. That's you. Do you? How's that working out? Keep doing that. Whatever. Your legs ain't broke. But again, this is what I seen growing up, and I seen that it worked. I seen my mom just say, okay, we run my bathwater, babe. Okay. Submission, though, comes in the ask a lot, you know, because it's not just, oh, can you cook for me? Can you clean for me? No, it's, babe, I'm going to make a decision, a financial decision, for us, and whatever that looks like. And as long as there's an outcome to where it's growth, absolutely, I support that. Submission is also supporting your mate. And it's also allowing them to guide and lead you to where there's no back talk and there's no my way or my side. If you're going to allow a man to come in and lead you, ladies, you got to give him that outlet and you have to trust him. Yep. And my husband will also I don't know. No, I'm just yes, he will also do the same for me. But and that's a good point though, because guess what? Say how you say it, and that's is not what you is not absolute is not what you say. Absolute a huge barrier in relationships, and both of those points Darrington and Tanisha said. You can ask me to do something, because I know my husband would never ask me in a way that offends me or make me feel less than or make me feel like I'm a chore. You know, it's more so, babe, could you? Or babe, how about this? If we're in a rush or something, babe, get the, you know, and okay, no problem. You know, it's in the ask. Sometimes people get offended and feel like somebody's trying to control them. Let me tell you something. When you become married, I don't like to say one. Okay, yeah, you become one. Yeah. But guess what? You still an individual person, because you still have feelings and you still can get in your feelings. And if you don't communicate that, guess what you end up? You end up bitter and you end up mad and you end up resenting your spouse because they didn't talk crazy to you. And now you feel like they control you and you feel like some type of way. I've been in those situations. And when you get old enough and you start putting boundaries, even in your relationship, you don't get to talk to me like that. You know, the one time you have that conversation should be the only time you have that conversation. And it may be because that person does not know. And this is before you get married. This is before you get married, because guess what? A person has to learn you, and nobody's going to fall out of the sky and just be Mr. Perfect or Miss Perfect. My next point, communication is key. A person cannot read your mind, and it goes back to being petty. Like if every little thing offends you, every little thing, like, you know, every little thing ticks you off. Do you believe in the Old Testament or just the New Testament? I believe in the Bible, the whole Bible. You know, people feel like, communication. If somebody tells them something, you're in a relationship, or the ask is control. Communication, if you don't, and I learned a simple little task with my husband, and it actually worked for us. And we started it when COVID happened. And we got really close during COVID because we were both home. And we started this thing where we would come into the living room, and it sounds really lame, but it's a tactic. It actually works. We came into the living room, and when we had a situation that was uncomfortable, or something that we needed to work through, we sat down on the couch and we would hold each other's hands and we say, because what it would do is it prevent us from arguing or going back and forth or raising our voices or starting to say things that, you're in your feelings at that time. So what we would do is we would sit down on the couch I'm on now, and we would hold hands and we would say, this is not an argument, this is a conversation. And whether it would be agree to disagree, we learned that early on too. It's okay to agree to disagree. You're not always going to agree with your partner, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. You are not separating. You're not getting a divorce. It's okay. But you have to respectfully disagree, agree to disagree, because you are from two different places. You come from two different worlds. And sometimes people they're not going to agree with you. There's nothing, I don't believe in the Bible that says you have to always agree with your spouse. And I don't think that would even be realistic, because there are going to be times that you don't. And you feel like, you know what, we can talk it out. We can communicate why I don't agree with that. But you can have views on things that you don't align with. And it shouldn't always cause an argument. And that's okay, You learn that for myself, because I know I am quick to pop off. Yeah. And that's why when you find a safe place, and it's important when you are in a relationship to make sure you have safe places to where you can talk about uncomfortable things so somebody doesn't pop off. Because I'm a popper offer too, and I have popped off, and it's not good. It's not good for me to get to that place. Therefore, I had to learn a method in do not address issues when you are upset. Wait until you calm down. Sometimes people want to address things when they're just on fire, on 10, and that is not healthy. The best thing to do is to calm yourself down, find yourself. Did you know we supposed to keep the Sabbath Exodus and wear fingers and the borders blue numbers? Okay, um, baby, we're not talking about that on tonight. I'm not a missionary. I was born and raised in the church. I love the Lord. I'm not a Bible scholar, so I don't even fake the funk and say that I do. I say what I know. If I don't know, I'll ask. But we're not doing ministry on the word on tonight. We bringing up the word, but I don't get all deep like that. So sorry, but thank you. And feel free to chime in. That's good, but I don't get all deep like that. I'm just a real person. I just, come. I was raw Drea. That's just, you gonna get it raw. That's what we getting. So, anywho, but yeah, I think that if you want to address, if you want to address something, be each other and be humble. Exactly. You have to need to listen to each other and be humble about any situation. Yes, Tyra, I do believe in the Bible, baby, but what I'm not going to do on my page on tonight is, you said, what did you just say to me? You said, I don't know what you just said, but I do believe in I believe in the Bible. Yes, I do. I'm not a Bible scholar, is what I said. So I don't be quoting scriptures to people. I just talk to people. I'm just a real person. I'm not just a real person. So we're not doing Bible study on tonight. We're doing a real conversation. That's what we're doing right now. Yep, baby, don't do it on here, because I don't know if I know you. I don't know if I know you. I'm not good with names but faces, but I'm a real I'll say anything, so come correct. Come correct, baby. But communication is key. Because if you can't talk to each other and get to a place where you're actually you don't need to be no. So say so this is my life, so I'm gonna say exactly what I want. And so yeah. So I don't, yeah, I don't get all into, that's why I don't get all into it like that because of things like that. I'm just a real person. I just give the real. That's all we talking about tonight. We just having a good time talking. That's it. This for the reals right now. Um, so anyways, yes, communication is key. If you're unable to communicate with your spouse, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, baby girl. I don't know if I know you personally or if you know me, but yeah, on my page, honey, I don't do back and forths. I don't do that. This is a happy place. So what you don't do is come on somebody's page and tell them what they need to do. That's what we're not doing. We can ask questions, but we don't do what I need to do on here. Okay. So yes. So yeah, that's what we're not gonna do. And I don't, hey Gail. Oh no, no, baby. I don't ignore foolishness. I address foolishness. Y'all know me. Come on. Somebody better tell her. I'm a real. Don't do it. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it. No. Hilarious. No, but what we gonna do is keep going. But communication has to be key. And like you were saying, Darrington, a person has to feel comfortable being at that place. You ever heard people say when they're in a relationship, oh, it's like my best friend, I can tell him anything. Go ahead, baby, say it, baby. Do it, baby. You have to feel comfortable. You have to feel comfortable with your spouse and with the person that you're in a relationship. Tyra, is that your name, honey? Tyra Israel. You can go to bed now. We're done here. Because I don't do this isn't a hostile conversation. So this isn't a hostile conversation. This is a conversation most people on here I love, know, respect, and I require the same thing if you're going to be on my page. So if you can't come respectfully, please go to bed. We're going to end it there, but I don't do the back and forth. So this is a happy place, outlet for people to be able to talk and say what they feel respectfully. So I already said I'm not a Bible scholar. I don't need to be to have a decent conversation with real people. So, good night. Be blessed. But anyways, communication. It has to start with being open about communication. So this is the thing. If you want to say your spouse does offend you, because there will be times that you will be offended and you'll be, I've told my husband, like, that wasn't nice. Like, that wasn't, I've told him before, I've said, that made me feel some type of way, and then he will respectfully call, either say, let's talk this through. Like, we've gotten to that place. It's not, okay. Tyra, if you don't dismiss yourself, honey, you're going to get blocked, and I'm going to have everybody on here read you. I don't really need everybody to do that because, again, this is a happy place. But please dismiss yourself. I don't know if we're friends. I don't know who you are. But I don't do what you're doing right now. I don't need you to do that for me. This is a happy place. If you need your own platform, you can go live and you can talk about what you like to talk about. But do not come on my page talking about what I'm doing. Blonde hair, woman's hair is her glory. Don't be a hater. And I get it. I would be mad at me too. But please go to bed. I don't do the back and forth. So if you need an outlet or a platform right now, this is not the place for you. So, and I'm not offended, but I already said what I don't do. Respectfully, go to bed, stop while you're ahead, and be blessed. So, this is not a biblical Bible study. I've mentioned things in the Bible. If you want to be better in the Bible with me, that's fine. But yes, Tyra, we plead the blood of Jesus over you and whatever demon is within you and witchcraft you're on, honey. Be blessed and go to bed. And I'm going to be kind right now. You don't want to do it. I'm saying you can leave. God bless you and thank you for tuning in. But this conversation is not for you. So I don't know if you're married, if you have a husband that you want to go tend to, go do that. They probably need your attention because we don't on here right now. So, you're not asking questions. You are throwing shade, and that's not what this is tonight. So God bless you, and you go to bed. So if you're married, go tend to that husband man, and hopefully you can take something that I said with you. That was the point. So that was the point. So okay, so if you're not married, you should be listening to some keys and nuggets that I'm giving you on probably how to get married. And if you can't do that, if this is not for you, then you can do a live, do something on your page that you want to do to, go forth. I already said I am not everything here. I'm talking about real life, real things. I have quoted certain scriptures and said certain things, but this is not Bible study. This is a real conversation with people who want to listen to it. And if you don't want to listen to it, so be blessed. Yes. So be blessed. Okay. So again, yeah. Okay. Yes, this is not a biblical quiz conversation. This is just, yeah. Names. Yeah, let's do the names. Call the names, baby. Call the names. This is just how the devil works. We try to have a positive conversation, and it's always somebody who's a hater. And I get it. I would hate me too. But, this page isn't for that. This is a happy place. So why don't you just go and find something else to do? You know what's good for you tonight? Some chamomile tea. If you go drink some chamomile tea, it might calm your spirit within. Naturally, you can go pray and read a few scriptures, and that's great too. But chamomile tea will really calm your spirit from within, your muscles, and help you go to sleep. Put a little drops of elderberry in it too. That'll help. That'll help. That will help. That will be good for you. Or black tea, either one. You can mix it. I actually mix my teas, so my chamomile and elderberry to help me sleep, and a banana. Try that too. So those three things for you on tonight to help you, that should work to go to sleep. And you should sleep like a baby and wake up and feel great. Try that, okay? Okay? All right. Yeah. Good, good, good. Good stuff. Y'all know I'm stupid, so the nice Drea is here. We don't want to turn her off to the non-nice Drea. So let me be saved. Let me love the Lord. That's a good place for me. Y'all don't want the other. Let's not tempt. Let's not tempt on tonight. Let's just remain sanctified. But anyways, communication is key. Now, let's dig into just a little bit blended families, because it's a thing, and sometimes people and blended families before marriage. Let's dig into that a little bit. Because sometimes people have the wrong views and people don't have the right mindset going into blended families. And if you are desiring to be married and you have children, this is what I would suggest: to be very, very, very upfront about two things. If you want more children, and if you do not want more children, but you have children. At that point, the conversation around your parenting style is very important. The other thing I would suggest is talking about, if you do want children, time frames on that, or if you don't want children, and time frames on that, because it can change. So you can get into a relationship and decide, early on. It was one of me and my husband's first conversations, because we were in our 30s, and at that point I can't have children, and already had two children, didn't desire any more children unless I did get married again and my spouse wanted more children. And my prayer was, my spouse do not want any more children. And he did not, but he did have a daughter. And I've always been open to other children and kids, and I've never had an issue with kids or children. I love children. I love kids. Doesn't matter where they come from. They don't ask to be here, so they always deserve the love that I bring and I carry. So I've never struggled with that. Women who do struggle with that, let me have a conversation with you, because yes, everybody is different, so I can't judge a person that is not fond of kids or don't desire kids, because everybody's not fond of kids and your kids. So let's be clear that when you, hello Elder Still, hello Jackie, hello Jeremy, when people, and thank you all tonight for your support. People do not talk about what in a real world once a blended family is created. And blended is when you get married, if you have children from a previous relationship, and you're bringing that into a family setting, especially at a certain age. And I found when my kids were, I believe they were 7 and 9, 10, 11, and 11 is when me and my husband got married. And so, having male children, it was a little bit more, I was very intentional about the type of man that would be coming into their life, because their father is a playing factor in their life. So it wasn't bringing another dad in their life, but a male role in their life, and as me to his daughter, a woman role, and she has a mother. And so we weren't looking for another mom or dad for either of our children, but coming into blended, and that we would be living together, me and my children. Those conversations had to be had about parenting styles, because my husband is very very like the fun parent. He's the disciplined heir. He found that when it came to more with boys, because there were things that he needed to step in and play more of a factor with me having boys. And so he he really did take charge with the discipline part, but it wasn't anything like yelling at them or putting his hands on them. That was never our arrangement. But actually having helped me set boundaries and rules when raising boys was helpful, because again, raising boys, and I was a single parent at the time, single mom in it, I did need the help. So I had to respect where he was coming from, and I knew when I brought him around, he was good for them. He wouldn't do anything that would be abusive or cause red flags. If you find a person that you're dating to see, ready for your spouse, and again, if God is bringing somebody in your life, it won't be no red flags, especially when it comes to your kids. It won't be no, oh, he put his hands on my kids, or she cussed out my daughter, let me tell you something, God is not the author of confusion. And that kind of behavior, when it comes to wanting to get married, it shouldn't happen. Those are flags that are not red. Those are run flags. There are red flags to where it's like, raises some questions. Maybe I can get to the bottom of that. But run. Hold on one second. Okay. Yeah, my son's coming. I don't think that you need to be very clear before getting married what it looks like to have a blended family. That shouldn't happen after the marriage, because what happens, now you're in there now, and when they come around kids, there was this thing where it was this question out where people said, do you bring your kids around the person that you're dating right away, or do you do it after you've decided that it was a good situation for you? What I would say to that is getting to know a person at least for 6 months, at least 3 to 6 months, to make sure that they're a solid person. They're not a psychopath. Doing a background check, get their credit score, make sure they had an HIV test, make sure their mama is alive, or if she not, how was he raised? Did he love his mama? Did she love her mama? Did she have a dad? Was they bloodline? Like, do they have any underlying diseases? Credit scores, social security numbers, criminal records, driving records. What blood type are you? What do you have a passport? Are you good with money? Have you ever looked at a child in an ungodly, perverted way? Y'all think I'm playing. These are real questions you have to ask people, especially when you have children. Because guess what? There are some weirdos out here that don't care about ruining your life. They don't. And so when women come off really hard and harsh and mean, it's like, yeah, they may be going about it the wrong way, but you have no idea what single people have to deal with. Men too. You have a lot of women that don't like kids, and men who stay single because you can't bring mean women around your child. And they doing the nastiest stuff to kids, mistreating kids that don't ask to be in the world. So you have to be very careful. Hey, Sunset. My eldest has come over because we have movie night on tonight. How you doing?
Why are you fully dressed?
Because I'm doing a live video. Nice coat. Did I buy that one for you?
I don't know. Probably.
I did. That's the one. Yeah, that's one. You want to say hi to Facebook?
Nah.
I'm doing a live video tonight on marriage and how to keep your man. We ain't even got to that part yet. But anywho, but really take it seriously that when you are becoming a blended family before, and I would say 6 months to date a person, get to know a person, everything in and out before introducing them to your kids. Because just bringing them along and in the picture right away, look, no, let me tell you something. That's the most delicate situation that you can have, is doing it too soon before getting to know what a person actually does when they get upset. Do they throw things? Do they cuss? Do they yell? Do they holler? You know, yeah, people go in the name of God. I'm saved. I'm in the church. I'm a man of God. I'm a woman of God. I don't act this way. Get a person mad. Get a person mad while you dating them. That's how you know how they really act. You need to see what they look like when they perturbed. When they when a person is mad, you need to see what they're really like before bringing them around your kids. And it's like, look, it's okay. Things can take time. I would say 6 months. My kids was mad at me because they didn't meet my husband until like a year, because I had to make sure he was a good fit. You know, he was a good fit. That when he came around, like, where's he been? What do you mean you getting married? Yep, we gonna get married because he's the one. And, you know, we didn't do it right away, but I needed to make sure he was solid to bring him, and vice versa. He wanted to make sure I was solid, you know? And so people present things that are lies, unfortunately, and it shouldn't happen, but it does. Getting to know a person, we got to ask questions. When you don't ask questions, you will never know. So don't be scared to ask questions. Get the list ready. The 21 questions is a thing. I don't care how old you are. If you trying to get married, if you saved and you Christian and you want to do right by God and you desire companionship, get your list of 28, 20, 30, 40 questions. Because I tell you, you can ask them, but you got to do the research too. There's apps for everything. Absolutely. You can do background checks. You can make sure that they provide you with their blood type, their blood status, their credit report, criminal histories, all of that. You can get their family line. You can go do some research, talk to some of their friends, their exes, yeah, baby, you think I'm playing. The world is come to that. Really. Hey, sissy, are you coming on? Do you want to come on? Mom was too tired, so would you like to come on? Because we're about to get into the good. It's been good tonight. But if you guys are enjoying this, say you're enjoying it, because I'm enjoying talking to you. I can talk for days, but my husband's gone for the weekend, so that's when I like to do things. If he was here, I would never just sit on social media. and be talking to people. I be talking to him. No. But Sissy, do you want to come on? So, yeah, I just blended families are they're a blessing because I don't even like to say step kids step. You get bonuses, for coming into somebody's life, and you get to mentor them into your family, and vice versa. The men get to do it and the women get to do it. If you go into a relationship, into a marriage, and you feel like those kids are problems, or they're already like, you don't like it, maybe you should not pursue and there are situations that make you not want to be with a person with kids, such as toxic kids parents, like the baby mom or the baby dad. Those again are other situations you got to hash that out before the marriage. You don't get into a marriage and there's toxic doors that have not been closed. That's what that is. It's doors that have not been closed. And so if there's issues and they're still bickering and going, don't get involved with that. You pray about it and you let them finish their business, because there's nothing like having in the back of your head a family before you created and that person possibly going back. And that's just being real. It's always a possibility because it's human nature. That's what people do. And for some reason, women tend to keep those doors open longer than men. And so it's a thing. And so no one deserves to not know. Like, wow, is it a possibility that they may go back to that person? Because if they had a family with that person at one point, it is a possibility that they go back. But if you're secure within yourself and you know that the love that you've worked for can't, and you know that you can provide a more solid situation than the previous, because people change and people grow, then it's very possible that those things work. My initial questions when me and my husband first got together, we did ask each other, do you want kids? More kids. I had two, he had one, and he said no. And I was like, high five, buddy. We got that. Then we got that done. And I said, now, are you sure? Because, again, men change. And it's me. You don't want a little Baudelaire out of me? Like, but he was not in that place where he was like, I did it once. I'm good. And, I'd rather travel and do other things. And you have two. And we can just, our family blended. We have three. So it's, and every woman wants to feel like her husband wants a child with them. I got to that place for a smidget, maybe like 35 seconds one day, like, should we have had a child together? And then I'm just like, nah, we're good. Like, we're good. We got a dog instead. But that was an early on question. And then the other question was parenting styles on, just what does discipline look like to you? What does coming in and knowing, my kids biologically belong to someone else. However, raising them, playing a part in how do you feel you fit in your role? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses when it comes to children? Very, very relevant questions to this is who my kids is going to see often as a man to their mother, and the type of man that and how they should treat a woman later. That example has to be displayed, and that was what was important to me. So, he passed those tests, and so we'll have another whole conversation when it comes to family and spouses, because that can be a huge hindrance in happy relationships. What I will say is to keep your family out of your business when it comes to being married. Your business is your business, and yeah, you may have questions or concerns, or just want somebody to talk to. That's different than telling your business with your spouse. If you having out with your spouse and y'all having a little hiccup, look, Y'all get through that. Do not share with your family when y'all are not getting along, because guess what your family's going to do? Take your side and treat them bad. And I was raised well enough to know, and my parents have told us this, you do not share your marriage problems with family. You work it through. If you choose to stay with your spouse, you keep that to yourself and you work through it. Find a friend, talk to the Lord, but your family, you do not, you don't share your hiccups with family, because they will treat your spouse different when y'all ain't getting along. And then they come around, everybody looking upside everybody's head. And in my family, you know, we're very open. We don't do that, but I also don't share our business like that. Things that, you know, we have to hash out, and we know that only we can get through that. You know, prayer is one thing. You know, do not have, if you guys go to counseling or consider counseling or therapy, do not, I repeat, do not go to anyone that you know, because that is not fair. To, like, if it's somebody that you know together is okay, but it wouldn't be fair for my husband to go through a counseling situation, even though my parents are pastors, to go through them. I don't find that fair, because you know, it could be biased feelings in it, and not knowing they wouldn't do that. But I would not even put him in the position to have to be vulnerable in a state where it's too close to home. You know, it's too close. And so always have a common place that if you need to seek out counseling or therapy, that you do it at a mutual place to where you're both happy and nobody's going to feel like, sides are taken. And that could be difficult when, one, you're raised in the church, two, your parents are pastors, three, you got everybody in your ear. That's why you don't tell your business, because then you get all these people telling you what you should do. Keep that stuff to yourself. That's between you and your spouse. Do not share your house information with family. If you need to go to counseling, make it a mutual place that you both agree to and nobody else knows, because going to someone that you know can make it worse, and it will make it worse, and somebody will eventually feel resentment, feel like they weren't, they didn't get they got the short end of the stick. You know, I don't believe in that. I believe that you should always respect your spouse enough to, you know, if you feel you need to go to counseling, that their input on where you should go matters. It's not a one-stop shop. And there's no such thing as happy wife, happy life. Let's stop doing that, because we have a lot of miserable men out here because the wife is walking around here happy. Let's stop doing that. It's happy wife, happy life. Household. Both people have to be happy. Happy husband, then look, happy husband, happy wife, and then happy life. Because if he happy, he'll make her happy. And then life is happy. Makes more sense. Hey, we got to watch our movie. You bought it in, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I told you, don't forget. Yes. Hello, Tawana. Hello, Shalima. Hello, Maxwell. Did y'all like the conversation tonight? And this is just part one. So Mother was supposed to come on tonight. She said she was a little tired, but I was like, you know what? I already said I was coming on, and I like to keep my word. I had some free time tonight. So I was like, you know what? I like conversations like this because I like to help people in every aspect, and relationships is one of them. And I'm far from perfect, y'all, but I feel like I kind of got a clue. I kind of got a clue, and there's so much more that we could go through and talk about. If you like this live, share this live, and request more of this type of topic. And I'm looking at doing a YouTube and a podcast, because I like talking about stuff like this. But if you like the topics tonight and you liked what we talked about, other than our distraction, then like it and share it. Would you do that for me? If you like watching me talk, if you like coming on talking to me, And then if you like, yeah, share. Will you please just hit share on your little thing? And again, I want to start a YouTube channel on relationships. I've asked my husband to partake in certain things with me. And I feel like I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of crap, and I've been through a lot of good things too. And I feel like people underestimate certain people. And I have nothing to prove. I just like to be a blessing to people. And one thing is being candid and being open and being very real. And I feel like the world needs more of that. That's just me. And if you enjoy it, and if you like what I have to say, and if you like these type of conversations, we can get real deep. We can go there. But, you know, let me know that you like it. Just hit share. Just hit like and share, and I appreciate it. And then I'm going to be doing more of this because I like it. And my boys, I asked them to come over tonight because I want to watch a movie with them. We're going to watch The Forge. I want them to watch it. I cried the entire movie. If you have boys and haven't watched it, watch it with them. It's very good. But yes, heart me, love me, like, let me know that you guys liked the conversation tonight. Go back and watch it. It was kind of fun. And please share because it might help somebody. Yeah, might help somebody. Oh, and I do want to remind you, ladies, if you have a man around you, yeah, we didn't dig into that. 5 minutes. If you have a man around you, if you are looking to get married, we started it and I got distracted. If you have a man around you, if you're in a house, your husband, man, stop looking a mess. We did talk about the moo-moos, but let me tell you something. Men are visual. They are visual. I don't care how long you've been with them, honey. He's still looking at you. If he's still with you, he's still looking at you and he's intrigued about something. Dial up for your man. Stop looking a mess. Stop acting like you don't care. Stop getting too comfortable. Don't fart around your man. Don't do that. Don't, it's still respect. Like, men are visual. They don't forget anything, especially if they're anything like my husband. Men are visual. Men are visual. They like when you look sexy. They like when you put time and effort into yourself. They like when you care about how you care about them, and how you care about them is making sure their visual is always, like they're always intrigued by you. Should nobody have their attention but you. And you know your man. So you're your man's type. Remain his type. Don't lose yourself in just being a wife and just being a mom and just being in the house. If you go to work day to day, no, you make date night happen. Like, make sure he knows that you want to plan things and go out, If you got little kids, take the kids with you. It's okay. But make time for y'all. Make time that you spend together. Y'all, break something in my house. It's going down. Stop. Now. This is the 4th time now. 1. If I have to get up, I will body slam both of you. Don't play with me. What are y'all wrestling like that for?
He started playing too much.
What do you mean I'm playing too much? You see him walking around me?
I was just playing.
Stop.
And start taking stuff serious.
Hey. Don't touch each other again. Go find The Forge on my TV. The Forge. We're about to watch it.
Ladies first.
Hey, I didn't have no girls.
Yeah, boy.
Hey. 1. If I have to get up off this couch.
You're trying to trip me. You see that?
Go.
Stop.
My hands are
I don't have my glasses. I can't see. I'm not remote.
Just go for it.
Can you
You see him walking into me? You see
Look at
this?
this. Look at
You
this.
see this?
Look at this.
You
Look
see
at
him
this.
walking into me?
Just walk it.
Stop. Can y'all stop? Stop. Stop.
I'm talking to my mom. Man, go.
Man, she doing something,
You
man.
leave here, right?
Hey. Stop. Can you stop? That's why you're both on. If you don't, you're on live. You're going to remain on live until you stop. Stop wrestling each other.
Go.
Go. Christopher, back
You see this?
up. Back up.
You see how he's trying to
1,
go.
2.
I'm not touching him.
Go find The
I'm
Forge.
not touching him.
I gotta go, Pump.
Hey,
Anyway,
boys.
he came
Anyway,
in-
I'll have 5 minutes. I'm being there. I'm finishing my life. What?
He came in like touching me, trying to slap me and stuff.
He a
So,
little bro. He miss you.
so I put that nigga in an arm bar.
No, the N word.
Oh.
Don't say it.
I barely touched you.
I grabbed his
Oh my
arm. I pulled it in. I wrapped my legs around his neck and was squeezing like this. Had it like, one of these.
Why
I
did
don't
you
know.
do
I
that?
could have broke his arm if I wanted.
Here go
to.
my 22-year-old, y'all.
You know
I'm so
why I
proud
do,
of
you know
him.
why I do that? You know why,
Why?
I do that? Because
Why?
I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
What?
A lot of people don't know that about me.
Okay.
They down and stuff.
I train my children young.
Oh, dude.
What are you talking about?
Assassin traits. I did. I was single mom in it, and I had to teach them what would have somebody break in. I teach them the ropes. I taught them what to do. They got spit guns, swords. We got guns. Break in here if you want to. No. No, but they're into some other weird stuff. But anywho. But yeah, ladies, stop looking a mess. Stop looking a mess. No. Your husband come home, smell good. Don't smell like fried chicken. Take off the bonnet until you go to bed. They hate it. Y'all, they hate it. They hate all of it. They hate everything that we do. Everything that we're doing, they hate it. They hate it. So let's stop. Let's stop, okay? Let's do better. Let's do better. Men are visual. Men are visual. They like this when you smell good. They love that. They love it. Smell good. When you just natural, you wait, put your hair in a little bun, tie it up in the, take off the bonnet, just do a little ponytail. Even if it's that long, don't put on the bonnet. Don't do that. And I had to do better too, because my husband would come home, he'd be like, I kid y'all not. Like, I kid y'all not. My husband would come home and normally I like to be comfortable. So I would put on like his t-shirt, his shorts. I'm chilling. Like, I'm home, I'm chilling. I put on big socks. I just be grabbing stuff. I got cute stuff, but I just be wanting to be comfortable. My husband would literally walk home. Hey, babe. I always smell good, though. I'm very conscious about that. I always make sure I smell good. I put some gargle in my mouth, make sure my breath smell good. Hey, babe. I give him a hug, kiss. He'll be, hey. And I see him do it. And he like, dang, I gotta come home. What is she doing? And then when he comes home and I got on some shorts and I got on like a little tank top, he like, what's up, babe? How was your day? He kissed me 4 times on my neck. He was like, yeah, I'll see you in a couple hours. And, just, hey, well, better yet, come here. It's a big difference. He hates it. He hates everything about the bonnet. Everything about it. So, I'm very intentional about, okay, wait till he goes to sleep and then put a bonnet on. Don't, and my son wears a bonnet all day. Pour me a little bit of that. You're welcome, by the way.
You don't need it. You're on a diet.
Just a little bit. I'm cheating.
You don't need it.
I'm
You're on a
good.
diet.
It's going really bad. My diet is going really bad.
So then this is going to make it worse.
It's
right?
okay.
No, it's
just
not.
give me a little.
No.
I bought it
just
for you.
Just because they don't let you take accountability here doesn't mean I won't. You're going to take accountability. You're not going to drink this, okay? All right? Thank you. God bless you.
Oh, my kid. But yes, ladies, let's do better. Let's do better. When we step out of the house, don't take your house shoes with you. Leave them at the house. That's why they're called house shoes. Stop wearing Uggs. Men hate them. Don't wear them. They hate everything about Uggs. If you are over 30, stop wearing Uggs. If you're over 40, stop wearing Uggs. They're ugly. Don't wear them. They're tacky. It's not cute. Stop wearing them. Okay? Let's stop doing that. Okay? Leggings are not for work. I've been wanting to say it. They're not. Don't wear leggings to work. You wear dress pants. Jeans. Dress pants. You're a grown woman. Leggings are for lazy people. Stop wearing them to work. It's not work fashion. Unless you have on a long tunic or a blazer and high boots. Stop wearing them with tennis shoes. Ladies, get rid of all the tennis shoes and buy some kitten heels at least. If you're not wearing the 3-4 inches, let's stop wearing tennis shoes. It's 2025. We grown up in here. Put some heels on. A platform. Put some loafers on. Something. Please stop wearing tennis shoes. Nikes, the Air Force Ones, throw them away. They're not for us. Them for 21 and under. Just saying. I'm saying. Stop wearing them. We grown up in here. Let's look grown like women. Men like sexy. And you could be sexy in tennis shoes, but not the little, I don't know what these new ones are. It's like, what are they? I don't even know what they are. They're ugly. Let's just stop wearing them and let's dial up. Okay. And it doesn't mean, ladies, you can't be cute and comfortable. It's not what I'm saying. When your man comes home, look, he's coming home to his peace. He's coming home to his crib, to his castle. It should feel like that. Always. Always. Oh, jeans and tennis shoes. Okay. Yeah, I don't do that. They'd be thinking I'm not from here because I don't do that. Minnesota jeans and tennis. Girl, no, I do not. No, but the whole, I love you too, Cheryl. But you can't, we got to stop. We got to do better, ladies. And then you get mad if your husband sitting in the car for 45 minutes after he get home. He don't want to come in and see that. He don't. There's nothing intriguing about that. He waiting to see something that's going to spark him. And he tired. They come home from work. Do not ask him where he's been and what he's doing. Stop doing that. I do not call him. Where you at? What you doing? Stop doing that, ladies. They don't like that. They don't like it. Just, you eat today, baby? You good? I'll be so happy to see you. Bring your sexy black, talk nasty to them. Men love that. It's okay. You're not going to hell for that. It's okay. They like it. It's your husband. Talk nasty to them. They like that. Text them something really nasty while they're at work. They got to go to the bathroom. I'm so serious. Catch them off guard. Just throw them a little something. If you need tips, you can, ladies, I got you. Just ask me what to say. I got you. I got you. Yeah. I say stuff to my husband. He be like, he just laugh. He say, girl, you crazy. Yup, I am for you. But you got to intrigue him. You got to intrigue his mind. And then do this, ladies, do this. Get good with your money. Get a savings account that he don't know about. Save your money. In 2025, let's do better. And this is where I exit. Let's do really good with this year with savings, ladies. Like, let's not spend everything we got. Let's have a little, when he like, I would like to go on a trip. You know, my husband good. He got money. But, you know, when it comes to, you know what, baby, this whole trip, I got it. Let me pay for the trip. What you mean? What you mean? I thought you paid. No, I'm good. I got you. Shock him like that. Like, just blow his mind a little bit. You know, men like money when they have money, but when his woman got money and you like, let me take care of it type thing, turn on. They love it. Men say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong. Because I'm not. I'm right. But anyways, and then ladies, learn how to say sorry. Learn how to say sorry, and not just sorry because that's what they want to hear. Learn to say sorry because, you know, when they know that our heart cares enough to humble ourselves to say, because it's a thing. Men think, you know, especially black women, we don't say sorry. We don't, you know, it's not true because I do all the time. Babe, I'm sorry. I didn't want to offend you. I respect you. I love you. I would never deliberately try to hurt you. So I'm sorry. I apologize. You know, turn on. Do that. You're welcome. And another thing would be the support. Certain things men do, we just can't get with. My husband jumps out of airplanes, y'all. I've done it once with them. Look, baby, I love you. I will be right on the side, and when you die, in honor of you, we jumping out of an airplane. But as of today, in the life that I want to live, I'm not doing it. But I will be there and watch you. I will cheer you on. I will take pictures. I will post it. I will do whatever you need me to do so that you feel liberated. But that's on you. And if you leaving for the weekend to go do it, I will pray that the Lord God brings you back safely. But I can't do everything that you want to do. It doesn't mean I don't support you, but let's show support to our man. You have to be supportive in what they do. Sometimes men don't share things with us because we're not supportive. And we just nag them about, why you want to do that? Where you get that idea from? I don't want to do that. Oh, babe, that's interesting. Let me look that up with you. Or look, I seen that you was into this. I went and got you a little mug, a little coffee mug. Or you know what? I went and got you a little gift certificate because I seen that you want to go to the shooting range. I got you a gift certificate. Just, yes, they're fighting again. Just blow his mind. They like little gifts too. They like little surprises too. Yeah, we like all that stuff, but men like it every blue moon too. Just a little thinking of you. Not flowers, ladies. Do not go buy your man flowers. Don't no man like no flowers. Stop doing that. Men like masculine things, And if you know his cologne and his scent, pull that trick on him. Hey, let's go. I got you. Let's just go in Nordstrom's. I want you to try on some smells. Pick the one you want. I want to buy it for you. Just romance him. Like, you have to do things that other thirsties are out here wanting to do for your man. You just do. You have to, do what he doesn't think you're going to do or where your mind is. You have to blow his mind to the fact that, man, my wife did that for me. My wife does that for me. Not, this girl asked me to do, but my wife would never do that. That shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen because you should be that outlet. And we're not perfect. We're not perfect, but I'm trying to help y'all understand, like, it's black and white with men. Either you do it for them or you don't. Being the wife or not is black or white. Men are visual. Men are very easy to understand if you pay attention to them. My dad raised us, so yes, cologne. Yes, cologne. And so not every man is into cologne, but when you just say something like, hey, let's just take him in his favorite store, take him in the bookstore, take him in his favorite, what he likes to do and say, hey, it's on me today. Like, I know you go here. Let me treat you, That's okay, ladies. When he's yours, he's yours. Take care of him. Like, make sure he knows, like, I belong to her. Shouldn't a woman, my husband's very friendly. And so he's friendly to the point where he likes people. He enjoys people. But he also knows she ain't Drea. So, you can have a conversation with any woman you want. He knows at the end of the day, she's not me. Nor is she going to treat him like I do, because I try to keep those shoes very hard to fill. And, I don't need to be around my husband 24/7. I don't need to call him 24/7 because I trust him and because he trusts me and because when we do talk, it's like fireworks and we feel like, hey, I talked to my boo. If we don't talk for 2 days because he's away, I know he's thinking about me and he knows I'm thinking about him, but I might be tired. He might be tired. I might be busy. He might be busy. I'm not about to hound you on where you at, what you doing. That's a whole nother job. If I got to do that with a man, I'm not going to have a man because I'm not doing that. Where you at? What you doing? My mom told me, don't ever ask a man where he is and what he's doing. When he's done doing what he's doing, he comes home to you, be happy. He did that. And understand, if you trust him, you don't have to ask those questions. Now, if you get to that point where you are asking those questions, you should start questioning your relationship. Yeah, you should. If you just have blank spots where you just don't know. Now, if you're just being insecure and ignorant for no reason, you just want to argue, which is childish and a waste of time, you're creating a headache. And he's going to find ways to get away from you. Be his peace. Be his peace. And when he comes home, be an open arm, smell good, look good. It's all. And like I said, ladies, you get to do that. You get to do that for your spouse. Women are beautiful, wonderful. We got assets. We got things they can hug on and grab on and love on. And when we don't value that as a woman and we don't understand how valuable we are to a man, they know that and they feel that. And that's the treatment you're going to get. But when you love yourself and you know I'm all that he needs, this ain't about just being a small lip. No, some men love voluptuous women, bigger women, and full-figured women. And you can be great to him too. You could walk around and look beautiful too. And you should. If a man is with you for who you are and the way that you look, embrace that. And just know, if you're his type, your husband's type, remain that. Don't lose yourself in just being and having the title of being a wife and being a mom. Oh, I got him now. I don't have to do all that. Oh, but you do. Even more, actually. even more. Do not get it twisted and misconstrued. I don't know who is telling people that. No, it should not be. Now I'm married, I can let myself go. Now I had his kids, so he should understand. No, not at all. If you was working out before you got with him and was with him, you keep working out and you take care of your body. If you was getting your hair and nails done and you do your makeup every day and you like to wear little cute sexy stuff, keep doing that. If that's what got his attention, that's what's going to keep his attention. If you was Mary Magdalene and that's how you looked when he married you, by all means, that's how he's going to look when he buries you. So, hello, Jarvis. Hello, Sidways. Hello, Brene. Yes. So again, y'all, we can go on and on and on and on and on. My mother was supposed to come on tonight and be my guest, but she was really tired. So hopefully we can do another round of this with her. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. I don't know. But hello. If you enjoyed this tonight, please share it. Please let me know too how you enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it. And thank you so much for coming on. Again, I could go on and on and on about relationships. And, I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm just telling you what has worked for me and how I feel like, me and my husband are pushing 10 years together. And say where I can chime in. Okay, I will. And give me your ideas on what you would like to talk about. If you want to do a segment with me and chime in, I know me and my best friend Tanisha did one before and it was great. We should do it again, T. But if I was intrigued by somebody and what they were talking about and it was relevant to my life, I would watch and I would share and I would, and there are some people that I do watch and I'm intrigued about and I will share. But yes, my goal, because some people think, oh, you're just trying to get, no, I have nothing to prove on social media, not my thing. I like to generally help people. And I think topics like this, I feel like I'm keeping it real. I'm going to give you the real. And I enjoy engaging with people. I think people need to hear the real. And I feel like I'm the type of person, I say what people are thinking, but people don't want to say nothing. Well, your girl will. I will help you. Yes, we can do one on effects of mental health and wellness. Oh, absolutely. That's a good one. Yes, let's plan for that. And yes, I have an extensive background in mental health and counseling and relationship counseling and marriage counseling. And I just, and health and wellness. So that's why I'm very passionate about these topics. It's not just me winging it. I've actually studied psychology and sociology in college, and I also was a marriage counselor, and I also am a over 30-year fitness instructor and fitness coach. So I am very passionate about some of the things that I'm talking about. If you want to better your health, better your bodies, get back in shape, if you want to better you, let me help you. I am going to revamp my website. I found all my materials because it was recently created on a website and it was taken down because, people did not, it was taken down because it wasn't, somebody hated on me. So let's just say that I was hated on and the website was taken down. So, I have all my material and I will have it back up shortly. Yes, I'm so happy that you're doing better too. And I love you, cousin. But yeah, yes, y'all know what it is. Live, love, laugh, love God, love yourselves and each other. Please share. This was a long video, so if you want to go back, it got kind of deep. It got a little dark at one point. We had a little confusion on tonight. But we bind those devils. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Hopefully my mom will come in. My sister was even supposed to chime in, but because we were gonna talk about the whole marriage thing, but a lot of it too, we just want women to be empowered too, and men, but women really, because relationships are hard and they're only hard if you don't understand that they're work. You know, people think, oh, I'm gonna just get into a relationship. I'm just remain pretty and I'm just gonna do what he's saying, do what she's saying. No, marriage is work every day. It's intentional work because you love someone and because what you work for in that love and in that space, you want it to work. And when your mindset is, I want it to work and this is where I'm at and this is my person, you don't mind putting in the work. You don't see it as a chore and you don't see it as something that is difficult or hard. You find it worth it because, you know, that person contributes to your happiness. And so my husband contributes to my happiness and understands me. And I'm learning to love him and understand him even more as we grow together because, you know, learning a human, you know, a person who comes from a different space than you, it has to be about love and it has to be about genuine love because, you know, people give up on us on all day. People give up on us because they don't like the way we look. They don't like the way we dress. They don't like, you know, our moral and values. But when you really love somebody, it's like, man, to have them in my life, I'm going to work for it. And you get to be in love. You get to have love. You get to share your life with someone. So don't look at it as, you know, submission is a bad thing, or don't look at it as, you know, blended families are bad. No, there's so many bonuses in all of it and just so many fulfilling opportunities if you know who you are and if you're happy with you. And the most important thing I can tell you on here tonight is if you are looking to get married, work on you first. If you're not happy within, if you have open doors all within and you're not healed, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot make someone else happy. You cannot come into somebody else's world and make them happy and be fulfilling because you need to work on you. Work on your mental health, work on your spiritual health, work on your credit, work on your money, work on who you are and what you need, work on your interpersonal development and your personal development. Work on all of that. Know your love language. Know what you want in life. Have goals set. Set boundaries. Understand what support systems you have and who you have. Get to the bottom of your mental health. Get to the bottom of your health. Understand what physical health and being healthy looks like. Work on those things before trying to get married, and understand the most important thing, your relationship with God. Build a relationship with God, because if no one is leading you in your life, then you will get lost really fast. If you have no way and you don't want to be taught, and God is our best teacher, you will get lost very fast when it comes to love, because God is love and he ordains marriage and he ordains companionship. And if you don't know who you are and can't get found, it's because somewhere within you're lost and you need to find yourself. That is the most important thing that you can do before getting married. And do not let it fool you what people post on social media, what you see people holding hands 1 week. You don't know what people do behind closed doors. You have to make it your own. You have to set your own life up. You have to have your own rules. You have to have your own way. You know, you have to set your own guidelines, because what you see one couple do may not work for you. And so just understand, you can't go off of what you see on social media. You can't go off what you see in church. You can't go what you see in the world, because people lie and they're living a lie, and they will put a front on, and you have no idea what those back end and the wicks behind all that looks like, because people lie and people want to put on facades that they're happy, and they're not. They're miserable. And, you know, unfortunately, it takes us. We have to definitely work on us first. Thank you, Nikisha. But yep, share, go back, watch if you didn't see it. It was probably 3 hours tonight. We had some fun, had some confusion, but yeah, I want to do more of these, and you know, I'm always gonna keep it real. You know, I'm a real. So I like being real, and I like being able to have outlets in these conversations where people think it, but nobody's talking about it. And so I will talk about it. Let me talk about it. So I love y'all. Love y'all. Live, love, laugh. Love God. Love yourself and each other. I'm going to be watching The Porch tonight with my sons. The husband man is away, which gave me some time to do this and talk about him and how great he is. But again, not perfect. But I do feel like marriage is definitely an honor and a gift from God and a blessing to be able to have a life with somebody who can enhance and can actually be a support person. We come a long way. We come a long way. But I'm grateful that God has blessed me and loved me so much that he blessed me to have a spouse and to have someone that I could live my life with. And everybody's not live a life with type person. That's a whole nother conversation. But please share this message because I would love for people to see it and to come back and give me feedback on more topics that I'm going to be doing because I enjoy doing it. It's the only reason I just enjoy doing it. So, and I want to help people. So live, love, laugh. Love God. Love yourselves and each other. I'm going to go watch a movie with my boys. Have a good night. Peace out. Love y'all. Bye. And thanks for watching.